Yo, it's who, me, TdoubleT, nigga. That's right, that's my me, nigga. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and let's get straight to the video.
Because I should be celebrating his birthday with him today. Instead, I'm coming to you guys to tell my story. While I was in the hospital with my newborn, he was a preemie. He had some health issues. So I was texting my ex and telling him that I was gonna leave back to California in the morning with my kids. My ex got really heated because I was planning on leaving him. He then sends me this picture. In the picture, my son was duct taped to the wall.
What?
He looked very distressed. He looked very scared. I went to go buy some formula and I went straight home. When I walked through the door, my son was down off the wall. He was fine. I told my ex what he did wasn't okay. As soon as I got the picture, I sent it to family. And then when I sent it to family, that's how the picture surfaced on social media. So the next morning, I go to pick up my newborn at the hospital. I got a call that my ex was getting arrested for the picture that surfaced. The next thing I knew, the hospital was on lockdown because of me. There was sirens going off. There's detectives that came into the room. The hospital doors were locked because they were afraid I was going to escape. It was like a movie to me. It was really scary. When they arrested me, they were bringing me down the hospital elevators. My cousin, she seen me. She tried to help, but she told me to stay calm. She went to the house to go try to get the boys, but the cops and everybody, they had everything taped off so they wouldn't let her. In the squad car, it was so many emotions I was feeling. I was hurt, I was mad, I was angry. I started kicking the cop's window. I didn't know that I had super strength. Like, I kicked his window out. But only simple fact that you guys took my newborn and I was just about to walk out of the hospital with him. They had to hog tie my feet together. They were just being rough with me, and I didn't like it. After they dragged me out the car. We're supposed to go head into the holding cell. They put me in a restraint chair.
Damn.
And then they wheeled me in there, and I see my ex. And I'm cussing him out, like, no, like, this isn't real, like, this is not fair to me nor my kids. They were accusing me of child abuse, neglect, and endangerment. So I had to plead guilty to failure to protect, because otherwise I was going to have to face a year in prison. So instead, I only got 2 months. CPS took all 4 of my kids, and that makes me feel very sad, very hurt, very distressed. It's not fair. I don't understand. I don't.
How?
I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best to stay strong and know that there'll be a possibility that I get my kids back one day. But right now, it's just it seems bleak. It seems bleak. So I took a lie detector test today to prove to everybody that I didn't have anything to do with my son being duct taped or knowing about my kids being duct taped in the past.
His head looked like
I'm a victim in this too. And I want everybody to know that I am a good mom. I do deserve a second chance with all my kids.
Wow, so you can kill him this time?
When you see that your baby in that picture, what runs through your mind?
I hate it. I hate that it circulated.
I hate that it circulated.
Right.
I mean,
What?
I mean, I look at that picture, and if you saw an adult being taped like that, you'd say, that's torture.
Right.
It's a little baby.
Can't do nothing.
What was running through his mind when that was happening to him?
I think he was scared. He was crying. He wanted his mom. He didn't know what was going on.
When your ex sent you this picture, what was your reaction?
I was overwhelmed. I was scared. I was nervous. I left the NICU to go buy formula.
You something not adding up with that. Where was he duct taped at?
So you saw the picture, you went to buy formula, and you came home, or was he still in that position?
No, he was off the wall.
What did you do?
I told my ex that this wasn't okay, that it wasn't funny, and told him not to do it again. He promised to me that he would never do nothing like that again.
You didn't call the police?
No, because I didn't want them to make it seem like I had anything to do with any of this.
Now you got even more caught up in it. Doesn't make sense.
I think most moms' normal reaction
is to kill him or
they
something.
They wouldn't give a damn about anything else but just going home and
what? You ain't want nobody to know that you had something to do with it. What about your child?
Were you in the right state of mind, or were you high? What?
I was in the right state of mind.
Yeah.
She was on
and this
crack
picture
or
got
something.
Posted on social media.
Correct.
Who posted it?
I sent it to a family member, and by that time it was
you ain't show the police?
circulated all through social media.
So the day after this happened, the next day, you left your children in the care of the guy who did this, right?
Correct.
Why would you do that?
I left him in the care because I didn't have any support system.
Yeah, but I understand, but look what he did. You trusted him the very next day? We have court documents that read he admitted to frequently doing this to them, hemming them up. Did you know that he was doing this?
Absolutely not. I didn't know he was doing any of this.
I mean, you gotta imagine that this did some psychological damage
Duct tape?
to these kids. I mean, wow. And what was his reasoning for it again?
He didn't tell me a reason why.
You didn't ask?
He didn't.
You didn't ask? Okay. Your mom.
Girl,
I say it all the time. I don't believe in violence. I really don't. But if somebody did this to one of my children, I probably would be in jail.
Immediately.
Do you believe that you're a victim in this?
Expeditiously.
Yes, I believe that not only me, but my children are victims.
Well, your victims, certainly your children, are certainly victims in this.
Yeah, they are. Not you, you kept them in. The family that you sent into, you could have went to that house. What?
I mean, you're young, but I just think there's a natural instinct in all mothers to protect their kids. And you really don't show that.
At all.
So
not even a little bit.
I don't know how much of a victim you are. Your reactions, the way you handle things, were completely wrong. So I personally don't think you're a victim. So you have 4 children, right?
Correct.
But you lost custody of all of them.
As you should.
My parental rights were taken to my 3 other children, and my daughter was just removed from my care not that long ago.
Any chance that you get these kids back?
I'm going through an appeal with Nevada right now because a lot of the court papers and they were falsified documents, and the social worker was never really a social worker at all.
How does it make you feel that you don't have your kids?
I wake up every day. I hurt. I have to go through pictures of times when I did have them in my care. It hurts me because I'm going through all this, but I'm trying to stay strong and fight and complete.
What would happen if you never got them back?
She don't need them.
I can't even, honestly. I don't know what to say.
When I saw that picture of my nephew duct taped to a wall, I felt distraught. I felt angry, and I felt like I was losing my mind.
Right.
And the next thing I knew, I was on the phone calling people, trying to get them out of there. I was on the phone with Mia when she received the picture, and there was a little chuckle in her voice. I'm not sure if she thought it was funny or if she thought the picture itself was a joke. When I saw it, I definitely said that's child abuse.
Immediately.
Like, how could you find this in this moment funny? And it gets worse from there. Her ex didn't just duct tape the baby. He duct taped one of her other children too. Mia told me that she didn't know about the other child being duct taped until she went home after receiving the picture. I was so angry when I saw that picture. I definitely told her to pack her things and be ready the next day for me to have arrangements of getting her picked up.
Yeah. Hello?
Every time I would ask her, if you didn't have anything to do with the situation at hand that had happened, why would they lock the hospital down? But I would never get a straight answer from her. I love Mia's kids. Those are my nephews, and I would do anything for them. I'm here because I would like to know that she did not duct tape her kids. I want the truth from Mia, to know that the situation wasn't funny at all to her, and to know that she really didn't have anything to do with it.
Let's meet Ashley.
Where dad That's what I want to know. Is the
That photo was not okay. You know what happened was not okay.
You know I would never do that. No, I would never do that to any of my kids.
She don't
I
know.
hope you wouldn't do that.
You know, when I look at that picture, I mean, God, it's like prisoners of war stuff. You know, what they do to soldiers.
I don't like the smirk on his face.
Yeah, I mean, it's... I've been doing the show for 16 years. I don't know if we've seen a worse picture ever displayed on this show.
What happened is very sad. It's very disturbing, and I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy's kids. You feel me? So
No kids at all. What's that on?
honestly, yes, I feel like she should be able to have a chance to see her kids, get her kids back, because she did not tape her kids to the wall.
Yeah, but she
herself.
ain't do nothing about it either.
Her ex did.
What if she fails her lie detector test?
We have a problem with our relationship. Me and the kids will always be good, but us, we will have a problem.
We all make mistakes, but not like this.
Well, that's...
And if you do somehow get your kids back, you got to stop smoking. You got to stop being with men that are just horrible, horrible people. You got to make good choices. And if you can't make good choices, then you can't be with anybody and just be with your kids. Mia, you came in and you took a lie detector test, and we asked you, did you ever duct tape any of your children to a wall? You answered no. Did you ever witness any of your children duct taped to a wall? You answered no. Did you ever participate in any of your children being duct taped to a wall?
If you're reading it all together as
You
one,
answered no.
it's one answer.
Did you ever have prior knowledge that your ex duct taped your children to a wall? You answered no. And the results came back all the same. They came back that Mia told the truth.
Okay, Mia. She still could have. But okay, Mia. You still ain't do nothing for them kids, though.
I knew you could have did it. I knew you could have did it. You got this. This is going to show the whole world, okay, that you did not do this. That you had no knowledge.
Take 5 more.
Allow that man to do
5 more
this.
tests.
Terminated my rights, Steve. I've been fighting. I don't smoke. I don't drink anymore. I'm doing my case plan. I'm visiting with my daughter every week.
Well, if you do all the steps that you're supposed to do, and like I said, if you make choices, much better choices moving forward, I can't imagine the pain that anybody feels when they don't have their kids, when their kids are taken away. So I do hope that you change so you can be a good mom. And I hope you'll update us and let us know if you do get your kids back. All right?
Girl, because what? You ain't want to call the cops because you ain't want nobody. I wouldn't call the cops because I wouldn't know that I done murdered this damn man and he's sitting in the living room on the floor. That's why I ain't call him. That's why I ain't called the law. That's why I ain't called the police. What? Duct tape? Everybody get a little distraught when you get the scotch tape stuck on your hand. So imagine being duct taped to a wall like you're the damn hostage situation. What? I ain't got nothing to say about this one, but make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back with more.